Guys, I am so excited today to be learning how to use an unripe jackfruit to make imitation meat. Now I have had this before and the dish was just so delicious when they marinate it. It really just has like that pork kind of meaty texture. Here it is. It's in this bag, and normally you can find these at in the US or some other places. If you can't find these raw, unripe, you can pick these up in a canned version, and I believe the canned ones are all like, it's easy. You just have to drain out the liquid and then you can use it for cooking. As you can see, it looks kind of like this. It's very, it is pretty developed. It's got seeds and everything. It just hasn't turned yellow, or the ripe pigment hasn't started to develop. So this is still pretty, has a lot of latex kind of stickiness to it right now. So let's see how you process this to cook. If you want to check out how to open and eat a ripe jackfruit and eat it as a fruit raw, be sure to check out my video. I'll leave it right up here. Which side is it? Here? Right here. Yeah, so let's get started to see how we make this unripe jackfruit. Did you guys know that a large jackfruit can weigh over 100 pounds? No wonder it's the largest fruit in the world. Now it kind of makes me wonder, how heavy was this jackfruit originally? Because we only ordered a couple of slices to experiment with, and I'm just going to be taking notes as I go since it's my first time making it.
Con sẽ con đi làm sao? Con với đi出隻。其實乾淨啊，講頭話嘅咩？哦，即係會再錄字㗎啦，加下錄字呢度會。
I'm going to begin cutting some big chunks and remove the core, which is the center part of this slice. I was told that they don't eat the core, and that's why I'm removing it. Also cleaning up the edges, like the green scale that you're seeing there. That's actually the inner part of the skin, or the shell that they removed, and I really don't think this little leftover of the skin is going to alter the taste of this fruit, but my aunt wants to clean it up really well, and that's why I'm doing that. Normally you would buy these pre-cooked, meaning that they are boiled and cooked and you just need to add this with the rest of the ingredients and cook your food. Kind of the same idea as you would buy them in a canned form, which is already cooked. But I really wanted to understand how this fruit would cook, and that's why we ordered it special and have it to be raw. So I'm just going to rinse this off just a little bit because it's actually pretty clean already. In fact, the seller had already removed a lot of the sap, because when jackfruit is at this stage, when it's not even turning yellow at all, it is full of sap normally. So they really did the hardest part for me already. Experiment number 1. I'm just going to be doing some searing with a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm going to pan fry these and then cook it all the way through in this pan. Then we'll compare it to experiment number 2, which I'll get to in a bit. I'm just adding some cane sugar because I'm kind of going for that teriyaki kind of flavor here with some soy sauce. Stir it up, and I'm just gonna pour it into this jackfruit. Now the soy sauce that I used was on a lighter side, and it doesn't have that kind of thick consistency that I'm looking for in teriyaki. So I happened to find that my aunt had pre-made one that's got thicker, darker, sweet soy sauce. So I decided to add this in, and I think it's looking a lot better. It's gotten more thick, probably because of the sugar caramelizing, and yep, just letting them cook through for a bit, and we'll see how it looks. Just going to add some pepper in there, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of water and pour it in, because I'm going to let this simmer and cook all the way through, and if I don't add water, this pan is going to burn.
while this is simmering, I'm just going to add just a little bit of some green onions. You can add it in on top before serving. I think that would, you know, just to add a little extra flavor in the dish. This is called rau ram. It's a type of Vietnamese herb. Has a nice peppery taste to it, so I'm just going to add this on top. Not on top, on the side, I mean.
While I let this cool for a bit, I'm going to get started with experiment number 2. My aunt is just throwing in these raw jackfruits in this pot of boiling water. I'm going to let it boil for about 10 minutes, and then we're transferring into another pan and let it cook slowly for the rest of the way until they soften up and fall apart and absorb all that sauce. It's going to be so flavorful. Now to do this, we're going to use a very similar base for the sauce, which is this thick sweet soy sauce, but instead we're going to use palm sugar this time because she said it brings a lot more fragrance to the sauce. So instead of cane sugar, we're using palm sugar, and I added a lot more peppercorn than the first time.
I just let it simmer for about maybe 12 or 13 minutes. So I'm just gonna let it go for another 5 more minutes. Looks like the bigger chunks are starting to fall apart now. So yeah, we'll check back in 5 minutes.
When you boil the jackfruit first, you're going to get it more tender and it'll absorb the flavor a lot more this way, and it'll fall apart and kind of look like shredded meat, whereas you pan fry or pan sear it, it's going to hold that shape a lot better.
Let's try this and see how it tastes. Wow. Such a great texture. That's good.
Okay, let's now get back to trying the first dish I made.
Alrighty guys, I'm gonna give this a try. The jackfruit just absorbed all of the sauce that I put in there. The jackfruit, when it's not ripe, it's actually flavorless, so you can make it with any kind of sauces. Probably you can do like a barbecue sauce with it or something. I wonder how it would hold up on a grill, so you can do like a vegetarian barbecue or something and put it in a sandwich, or with some like rice, like a Mexican dish or something. You can do whatever you want with this. So this is my first time cooking unripe jackfruit. My family has never done it before. Actually, they said this is something that's very commonly done in like the more like countryside of Vietnam. I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of tips from what I just learned. Is that you do want to put some grease, like oil your hands with it, which I have done in one of the past episodes on opening a ripe jackfruit to eat. I did, say to like grease your hands and stuff like that. But I just want to add that when you do that, you want to use any kind of very mild, almost like flavorless kind of oil, and you can put it on the hand that you're going to be working with and keep the other hand clean, like free of oil, of course. And you want to rub the knife with a little bit of oil as well to help prevent the latex from getting all sticky everywhere. But of course the hand that you're going to be holding the knife or whatever, you want to just not get oil on that hand, and just work very safely. Just work slowly and don't force your way. Be very careful when you're handling with knife and a greasy hand, of course. Yeah, and if you prefer not to get your hands or anything all greased up, the way to take the latex off is just by using the oil. So at the very end, when you're trying to clean everything, you can just rub a little bit of oil on your hands or the knife. That's how you clean the latex off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. experimenting with this. So if you have any questions or thoughts, please leave them in the comments down below, and let me know if you've had unripe jackfruit before. If you had it in a dish, let me know in the comments below how you like to eat with them, how you like to cook them. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video with your family and friends, and subscribe to this channel for more videos that will be out your way very soon. You can also follow me on Facebook or Instagram, where I post more current, updates of my life and things growing in the garden. Or if you plan on adding more collection to your garden, please check out wendyland.com. I love, to have your support, and your support would allow me to continue making these kind of fun, more interesting videos for you guys, and that I enjoy doing as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.